Ladies and gentlemen, this is JW Schmo from After Hour Gaming League's Raytheon B-League team. So glad you could join us this week. This is game one between Raytheon and Quora. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have playing as BueBz, sushimonster for Team Quora. And in the upper right-hand corner, we have BueBz from Team Raytheon playing as the Red Zerg. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in for an excellent matchup this week. Both teams in their division are 2-0, so that leaves this as a tiebreaker to see who's going to take first and who's going to take second in this specific division. I am going to go ahead and hide my frame rate. That is quite embarrassing at the moment. My computer was top of the line about 3 years ago, about when Wings of Liberty came out. So I apologize for that. Anyway, just some background knowledge. Gonna put a little bump in there for math counts. Team Raytheon is supporting math counts in this charity league. So if we end up taking the B-League division, $1,000 will be going to math counts. And I do have to say that Raytheon, just outside of even just outside of this specific league, just in general, has been very supportive of what Math Counts does. And what they do is they assist in bringing math and science education to middle school and high school students. And we're quite frankly happy to be able to support them in any way we can. And that's not just here at StarCraft. We have volunteers that go into classrooms for math counts, and obviously we have other drives as well that involve golf outings and the occasional sporting event, as it were. So if you get a chance to check them out, please do. Alright, so as far as this specific game goes, we see a very conventional opening by both players. BueBz going with the early spawning pool, as well as sushimonster going with the early spawning pool. We do see both naturals getting placed quite early. And we do also see some very nice scouting going on by both sides. So all in all, at the moment, a pretty good matchup. I'd say the only real key differentiator at this point is right here in the drone count. And those 2 extra drones will most likely come to be very favorable in getting BueBz a good start on his economy. We do see sushimonster bringing out 2 Zerglings, so it looks like those fine gentlemen will be also scouting as well, probably doing a little bit of early harass for sushimonster against BueBz. So we'll track them here at the beginning stages. We will see them come up right to about here, just kind of park. We do see that BueBz has his own set of defending units. It's always an intelligent thing to do. We do see a queen being researched by sushimonster again a little bit later than BueBz, who already has his queen out. So some slight differences here. Both playing pretty smartly though. I would like to note that this matchup between Quora and Team Raytheon is in fact on Wings of Liberty, which is different than all of our previous matches. We have been playing on the beta, so that would be Heart of the Swarm, in our last 2 matchups against Amazon and FactSet. Quora has had the unfortunate claim of, quite simply, just they have Macintoshes. And as a result, they've been a victim of the beta bug that has crippled the entire Mac system of games. Quite unfortunate. Alright, so we see a little bit of engagement here. sushimonster making a little bit of a push early on. BueBz pushing it back and following up with his own push. Going right into sushimonster's natural. Not really much happening there. These queens were well placed. And we do see some more Zerglings coming out. So it looks like BueBz is not exactly ready to give up on that initial push. And I'm not sure he'll make too much headway here. He is going to face a fairly formidable Zergling Queen defense. But he is going to get in here, and he is going to, so right here, I just want to pause it, excuse me. So we have the excellent defense set up by sushimonster here and here. So that's going to prevent the Zerglings coming into his main here, which is excellent. And I will note that there is the Baneling nest right there going down. Again, excellent defense. The one problem was he did leave this area up here relatively undefended. This one spine crawler is able to attack, and the Zerglings are able to attack, but the sheer amount of Zerglings that BueBz brings up there, he is going to take out a number of drones. And he does get dragged into this engagement down here at the ramp. Again, sushimonster doing an excellent job with his queens here to hold off that attack. But BueBz is just too many units here. I think this spine crawler is going to fail, but these queens are going to do a pretty good job of holding their own at this ramp, and that is indeed the case. But we do have that one last Zergling, and we got some research going down. It's always good to have an evolution chamber. Alright, sushimonster replacing that spine crawler. Excellent. But now here's a key difference. Again, let's just look at that earlier. So last time we checked, it was 17 drones against 15 drones. That's now ballooned to twice as many drones for BueBz, 32 against 16. So that is going to put BueBz decidedly in a better position for income-wise. The sushimonster really putting on sushimonster a little bit of a disadvantage. Alright, so sushimonster is going to do a scout, his excellent job, just kind of see what BueBz has. But at this point, really just trying to recoup from that initial attack. Doing some drone production here. One thing also to note up in the upper, excuse me, in the upper right-hand corner, right here, the amount of food each has. Looks like BueBz is decidedly in the lead there as well, with more food. We do see a Roachborn going down for BueBz, and obviously some creep tumors going down. And as I mentioned earlier, this is Wings of Liberty play, so the creep tumors will be unable to march up into higher terrain without confused viewing going on. Alright, so we've got BueBz's third going down, and we do see sushimonster is seeing that and engaging as he should. Trying to do some damage, but two Zerglings are just not going to cut it. They are going to get chased off of BueBz's third quite effectively. And we do see him branch off and park himself right in front of sushimonster's natural, which does have this singular, two Banelings, both of which are going to be definitively handled by BueBz here. And sushimonster does get out a third there. That is going to stop that push, that Zergling push. So good defensive play here by sushimonster. We do see another spine crawler go down, and we do see BueBz making a push here to see what's going on with his overseer. And what is he going to see? He is going to see everything I believe there is to see. Yep. He is going to lose said overseer, but that's alright. He got the information he needed. I think the only thing he missed here is this Roachborn. Let's see. Oh, no, he's going to see it right here with this change in. So now BueBz does in fact know, excuse my mistake, does in fact know that sushimonster is committed to a ground defense. Obviously, if he's going Roachborn, he's not also getting Mutalisks, and that will affect, I assume, BueBz's strategy. sushimonster here, I would argue, a little bit at a disadvantage. Doesn't really see what's going on here for BueBz. But he's doing his research. He's getting his carapace, which is always good. Can't say enough about research. BueBz is getting his +1 missile attacks. Again, always good. Can't go wrong with missile attack. Gotta hand it to those engineers working in those evolutionary chambers. They're doing their jobs. Alright, so it looks like sushimonster does see this roach attack coming, and he does lay down his spine crawlers, but I would make an argument here that that was just a wee bit too soon. That first roach is going to take the brunt of that attack from his banelings, and he's just going to inject himself quite handily into this mess. And I'm not sure sushimonster is going to be able to hold off this attack. His last spine crawler goes down. He's down to his last two queens. They're falling, and BueBz has an open access right into sushimonster's base. Sushimonster is a lone noodleist doing very little damage. And ladies and gentlemen, there's the GG on both sides. And we have the conclusion of the first match between Raytheon and Quora going to the ever awesome BueBz. Thank you for watching. This is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon. I look forward to you following us as we continue this matchup this week. Have a good night.